If you've ever thought about laser engraving, then I've got a great video for you.
You may remember a couple of Christmases ago, I did a review for the XTool M1 machine, which thoroughly impressed me. I gave it 4.5 stars. And I said the only reason it didn't get the 5 stars was because it didn't come preloaded with any SVG files in the software, and you had to find them elsewhere. Now, there is a new model in town. It's the WeCreate Vision laser engraver, and they have sent me one for my honest review. Both of these laser engravers are for in-home use with ventilation. They both have a camera, which makes it so much easier to do your work, and they both are very beginner friendly. So I'm approaching this review as if I didn't already own a laser engraver, and if I had to choose between the two, which one's easier to learn, which one's going to save me money, and which one am I actually going to use?
Okay, so here's the setup, the WeCreate Vision laser engraver. It has a 20-watt diode laser, and if you compare it to the XTool M1, it of course stands taller on a desktop, and that is because it has this raising and lowering autofocus function that makes engraving really easy. So it does take up a little bit more room than the XTool M1, but it's for a good cause. Now, the main thing that you might notice that is different from the XTool M1 in this setup is that included with the WeCreate laser engraver, there is this air assist. So the air assist is supposed to help with your edges not getting burnt. So back over here to the machine, just a little walk around. It does have the amber color plexiglass that is eye protection, so you don't have to wear glasses while you're using your laser anymore. When I first did a laser engraver review, it was not near this nice. You may remember it, and you had to wear eye protection. Well, you don't these days. Getting around here to the back, to the ventilation part, it has the same sort of ventilation where this goes out the window, or you can hook it up to an actual machine. It's an air purifier that you can get at WeCreate.com, and then you don't have to vent this out the window. But it's the same sort of setup as the XTool M1. You have your plug and play. So let's open the lid and take a look at the inside. This is the safest rated in-home laser engraver at the moment right now, so I feel pretty safe in using this laser engraver. This is the actual laser head.
It is a 20-watt laser, and the XTool is only 10, so you get more power in cutting through thicker materials.
So you have a lot more room. It's a lot roomier inside because you have a more depth because it's taller than the M1. I like these grates. I like these grates better as compared to the XTool M1 because it's a whole piece. The XTool M1 had these little prisms that they were singular little pieces like this. That's exactly what it was. Little singular pieces like this. So I like having a whole grate. It has this. You just pull the tray out and empty. See? So. But I have to make sure that this is pointed out so it's easy to grab. Okay, so that's the inside.
WeCreate has different packages that you can purchase. This package contained the rotary tool, which you use to make your tumblers and cylindrical projects. And so it doesn't come standard, I don't believe, but neither does the rotary tool for M1. It has two places, one over here and one up here where screws go. And then right over here, it's these screws that it goes to. So you just take these screws out and then take the rotary in and screw it down. And then it has this plug, and it just plugs in right back here. Make sure that it's not in the way of anything. And you've got your rotary will sit right down in here. And this piece that holds the other end of the tumbler. One other major difference between the WeCreate and the XTool M1 is that the XTool M1 actually has a vinyl cutter, so it has a separate head inside of the laser head that is for cutting. It has a cutting blade just like a Cricut or a Silhouette. So, but I found that I never really used that. If I'm laser engraving, then I'm using my laser engraving machine. And if I'm vinyl cutting, then I'm using my Cricut. So I haven't really missed being able to cut vinyl with this machine. I'm too busy engraving tumblers now. I'm all in on that. Now, I think that's pretty much the overview of the machine. So this is the sort of stuff I'm using. It's just your basic 3mm, plywood. All right, folks, so let's go engrave some stuff. But before we go any further, please hear that you're going to be frustrated if you don't take your time and practice. Practice is the key to making these machines work flawlessly. Please be aware with these machines there is a learning curve, and right out of the box they may work perfectly or there might need to be some adjustments. With the WeCreate laser, I did have to do a calibration on the camera, but that's a common thing that happens, and so you'll probably at some point need to calibrate yours, but there is a walkthrough video on WeCreate.com, and it's very simple. So this is just a simple flower cutout. I got the SVG cut file from Creative Fabrica, and what I found is that it cut clean. All of the little parts just fell right through. So I was really impressed with that. Here are some other engravings that I did on some leather patches that could go on hats, and I found that that went very well. Most impressive, though, probably was the tumbler. The engraving on the laser tumbler went so well. It was so much easier than I thought it was going to be, and the rotary is a lot easier to use than the XTool M1 machine. So here are all the things that I made with the WeCreate Vision laser engraver. You can see that it is cutting clean. The engraving is looking pretty nice. The only thing I can say is on the tumblers, there seems to be some lines, but I'm sure that's a setting I can adjust. And remember, I'm a beginner too. I'm not fluent in the use of laser engraving, so I'm coming at you as a beginner as well. And so these are projects that I found easy to do, and I believe anyone with a skill set that could learn how to use a Cricut could definitely learn how to use this laser engraver. So how are they stacking up? They both have software that's pretty comparable and easy to learn, and they're both capable of making some super nice stuff. So the biggest difference between these two very similar machines is the power. It's the laser itself. So on the XTool M1, it does a nice job. I thought that was a great job. But the WeCreate with its bigger laser does a little bit better. So now which one to buy? This is the WeCreate Vision Rotary Pack Bundle. And this is the XTool rotary bundle, but remember, it doesn't come with air assist. So you'll have to add that on as an extra $135 for a grand total of $1,434.15. That's more money for less power, and that makes no sense. So the winner in my book is the WeCreate Vision laser. And for those of you who like mobile apps and prefer to design that way, they also have the Make It app you can download and design from your phone. They have different packages you can choose from on WeCreate.com. Plus, you can use the code PRINCESS at checkout for an extra $100 off. So I hope this video has helped you decide on the right laser engraver for you. I've had lots of success with mine, and I wish you lots of luck with yours. Links to buy will be in the description box down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!